All right, everyone. Good afternoon, sunny Perth, sunny Sunday. Okay, now what I want to touch upon, it was sort of an end of week review dash watch list yesterday. I've got a bit of free time today as well, so I'm going to do a watch list, just a watch list. Now, I did discuss, I think I was incorrect. I said it was the public holiday tomorrow in the US for Monday, and that's not the case, so I apologize. So we will be able to see what the US session brings on Monday. No expectations really, but if it offers some bullish price action, I'll be looking to sell the Aussie dollar potentially, but we'll see. It really, it ended the day pretty strong. I didn't actually cite the NFP numbers, but clearly it was pretty bullish. I'm not a huge fundamental person, but I obviously take careful consideration that I wouldn't just trade just before it or even the day of it, really, especially with my strategy. It's typically a position's open for a few days or at least a full day. So for me to do that, I'd be very vulnerable, especially with a lower time frame. The stop loss is tighter, so I'm just sort of asking for trouble there. So that's the Aussie dollar. And again, it's pretty bullish. So we'll see. We'll see what it wants to do. I think it's going to be a test of the 69 cent mark if it wants to break that or not. Let's go to the quotes here. USD yen. USD yen. All right. So a friend of mine in Texas was talking to me about this, and Brian. And he's pretty bullish on this. I'm going to wait and see what the New York Open brings for this. I love a good breakout trade. I do. And some trend continuation. So I'm a little biased on this, so I'm going to show caution. If it doesn't, look, Donald Trump has sort of created a risk-on situation with what he said about Iran and how he sort of diffused that situation. So I am bullish US dollar just from those remarks alone, but we'll wait and see. But if things open strong on Monday, I'd be looking to get into this one long. So also USD Swiss, the Swissy. I'm trying my best not to block the camera with my fingers as well, so I am trying. Now we've seen a little bit of a bounce here as well. I want to even go to the weekly and see what it's doing here. So it's bottomed out. Weekly candle is pretty bullish. Pardon me, guys. We'll go to the daily. Daily's pretty neutral. I mean, it's weaky, honestly. It sort of looks like it's running out of steam there. But what would be fine to see, and just follow the crosshair, is if it does trade a little lower, and then Tuesday New York session, we see a bit of a bullish push higher, and then I would entertain a buy trade. So that's that. And to be fair, guys, last week was a little disappointing for me. I sort of paralyzed myself overanalyzing things. And there was probably an opportunity Thursday on the Aussie dollar. And I will acknowledge that. And it was a little bit tentative for me, and it was disappointing. But I did have a look at things and potential positions. I know I shouldn't really do that because you can't, but you need to learn from, trading errors. I didn't lose any money, but there was definitely some potential there. So I'm getting better than what I used to do, which was jump in late and have that fear of missing out issue, which was it's never good. Now Euro US dollar. Let's see the weekly. I'm working this out, everyone. Now, I don't know if you can see me clearly, if that's a large enough window for the camera. I like to bring a little bit of personality, so you can see me. I prefer that than just the charts, but you guys let me know what you prefer. So the Euro US dollar is, it sort of looks to be bottoming out back in July. This is an interesting situation here. I'm bearish on it in regards to my sentiment for the US dollar, but we'll see what happens. I probably won't trade the euro, to be honest. There's a lot more stuff that's really in my wheelhouse than that. The euro pound, I was doing some Elliott wave analysis earlier as well on this, and it looks like we might be in a position here to see some selling. We'll wait and see though. Again, it's pretty flat. Euros, it's pretty interesting with the euro. We'll wait and see on this. We will. It's a little. There's still some Brexit jitters. So I mean, just looking at this right now, to be honest, it's uneventful, and I really don't want to entertain it. It's just sort of like one of these situations where there's more pleasing charts for me to pay attention to than that. So I'm just going to pass on that. For now, though, we'll see. Oh, pound Aussie as well. So the pound Aussie is interesting. And I've talked about potentially selling the Aussie dollar. But if it can break through 69 cents, this might be a selling opportunity. It might be a selling opportunity. But if it weakens the Aussie dollar, I might be looking to buy this actually. So you'd be buying the pound, selling the Aussie dollar. I am. The 4-hour candle, let's see the daily candle. Okay, so that's how it closed for the day. You know what? I'm sort of looking at this going, it may be a long, but we'll see. I would have liked to see a little more wick on that candle. A little more wick, taking some stops out, and for guys long in it, and then it reverses for next week. We'll see though. Back to the 4-hour. It'd be a very aggressive trade long right there. We'll wait and see what the Monday and Tuesday session brings us, and we'll go from there. Now gold, as the finale, sort of bottomed. A little bit of US dollar weakness to end the session on Friday. Well, Saturday morning for me when my broker closes. So yeah, it's closed the gap. It's closed the gap that created on Monday first thing. So I guess up until around up here, you could sort of long it. It'll be interesting to see what it wants to do up there. Then obviously up at near 1600. So there's a couple options there for gold long, or it could wick out and we could see it short if, especially with the trade deal being signed off. Well, sorry, phase 1 of the trade deal being signed off, I believe, on the 15th. So, that's probably going to help. Well, will help the US dollar. So, all right, that's it, guys, for now. So we've got the Aussie dollar as a potential sell or some trend continuation. US dollar as a long or a sell. We'll see what the price action wants to offer. Now, for me, currently, geopolitically, I am US dollars. I'm a bull for the US dollar. Potentially a sell on gold as well. And USD Swiss long. Oh, the CAD. Let's talk about the CAD. One more thing. And then Euro pound maybe short. Euro yen. There's a few things going on, isn't there? My goodness me. Euro yen. Euro yen seems to be petering out. Again, we'll see what the euro wants to do. It's a 50-50 coin toss right now. So USD CAD right at the top there. Oil had sort of eased off again with the Iran tensions subdued. I'll use that word. So price action to me is a little messy. Maybe long. I like the USD yen first and USD Swiss. Well, USD Swiss and USD long are both going to be on my radar because the USD Swiss, I don't have my laptop yet, but on the... Oh, okay. On the weekly, it's bounced off a bit of a trend line as well. I don't know if I can do this. I can't, but it's definitely a trend line that I've identified. So, what did the candles? you got to believe me with that. I don't have the chart analysis, but I was looking at the laptop. I just can't record audio on my laptop right now. I am getting a new laptop. I found a cheap one back in China, so I'll have to wait until I get back to China though. So, but I can make videos on my laptop in China because I worked out the VPN, I updated it all, so that's going to be a-okay. But yeah, so USD Swiss actually technically is a little bit better value even than the USD yen now I think about it. So if you like playing off trend lines. So, but if the price action is better on the USD yen, I will take that. So that's what it comes down to really at the end of the day. All right, guys, that's the video. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.